From oh how cool to oh my god. Hey, it's Care. Welcome to my Take at the Lake. It is Flip Through Friday. I'm so glad Christina Shack is way ahead of the game as far as what time it is. That's the only time I know it's Fridays when I see a video and she's doing a Flip Through Friday. I go, oh, it's Friday. Welcome to Flip Through Friday. So we've been purging at my mom's hither and yon, which is always a wonderful thing. And I found two things from my mom's, one thing from an estate sale that I think you'll get a kick out of if you keep your sense of humor with you. For those of you who are hypersensitive to certain things, you may want to look away at the end. I'll save that one till the last, and we'll do the two ladies easy on the nerves flip throughs. Obviously, these are not yet journals. They may never be. I don't know what they're going to be. I just thought they were cool, and I wanted to show them to you. Before I forget, though, and before we go any further, I found this in an old AARP magazine. Well, it's not too old. 2021, March of 2021. If you think you're too old to start something, or think you're too old to do something, like, I don't know, follow your dream, get healthy, start a new hobby, learn a new language, you are not. This lady, Joan McDonald, got ripped after the age of 70 and made over 900,000 friends. I'm sure she's well over 1 million by now. But look at her, isn't she cute? She's adorable. Look at her here. Holy man. Let's see, is it going to focus better? Oh, P.S. Recording on the brand new camera, or brand new phone today for the first time, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, will it work if I zoom in? Look at her. Look at those arms. Anyway, she decided it was time to get healthy when at the time, I was 70 years old and nearly 200 pounds. Regular. Pardon my mess. I'm doing some fall crafting. How cool is that? It's fall, and I'm doing fall projects. I was 70 years old and nearly 200 pounds at only 5'3" tall. On meds for blood pressure, cholesterol, and acid reflux. I had a knee replacement several years earlier, but hadn't fully recovered. I could still only take one step at a time on my stairs. My blood pressure was rising, blah, blah, blah. So she started training in a group with other women who were learning to lift weights and eat a more balanced diet. And it worked. I lost 40 pounds in 6 months. Then her daughter said, I think you should join Instagram. And so she did, and now she's got, well, in 2021, over 900,000 people following her on Instagram. I've lost nearly 70 pounds total and have become much stronger, healthier, and happier. I'm off all my meds. Every day, I interact with people who are inspired by my story. Isn't that great? You are never too old. Never, ever too old to start something, to do something. You just have to decide and then start. And then the universe will help push you along. We are designed to thrive. Nothing in the universe is designed to fail or not to do their very best. So anyway, again, her name is Joan McDonald. Her Instagram handle is Train with Joan on Instagram. Go check her out. How fun is that? So this first one is the Gold Medal Flower Cookbook, published by Washburn Crosby Company, and it is from 1910. And the inside cover has the gold medal seal pattern all over it. I love it. Must have got wet somewhere along the line because she's all grunged up and dingy. Let's see what kind of stuff we got here. A speck is 1/4 of a salt spoon. That's a tiny bit. 4 salt spoons is a teaspoon. 3 teaspoons is a tablespoon. On and on and on we go. Portions, time for baking. Loaf of bread, 45 to 60 minutes. Custards, 15 to 20. Plum pudding, 2 to 3 hours. Who knew? Time for meats, broiling, vegetables, soups, meats, poultry, game, fish, shellfish, meat, eggs, entrees, savories, puddings, pudding sauces, creams. Who knew you could do so much with gold medal flour? Wonderful pictures in it. Vintage, for real, not just made up stuff. Not just copies. This is the real deal. Recipes: calf's head or mock turtle soup. Yuck. Puree of lentils, velvet soup, 1 quart of any kind of good white stock, a half a cup of cream, seasoned to taste, and pour boiling hot on the beaten yolks of 4 eggs, diluted with half a cup of cream. Reheat and serve at once in bouillon cups. Wow. Sounds pretty plain, like about 0 flavor. Duchess soup. Let's see what else we have. Creepy old pictures of meat. And they have all these tiny little gold medal flour sacks. Pretty quotes. It's a biscuit flour. It's a bread flour. It's just an all-around good flour. Washburn Crosby County Company, something. The daily capacity, 1910, was 40,000 barrels. Each year, the equivalent of all the wheat raised in 23,000 farms, 168 acres. Each is ground into the best flour on earth. Lots of finger grunge and pages stuck together from being used. Although, for being over 100 years old, it's in pretty good shape. Oh no, it's not tied together. That's so you can hang it. Oh, Kara, get it together, would ya? It's actually bound. It is sort of coming apart. Let's see. 2 signatures and a couple extra pages. Sort of a washi tape binding. Some pretty information about gold medal flour. Oh, she's out of gold medal flour, but the grocer has more. Thank goodness. Isn't that cool? Oh, somebody tore out a page. Where's my extra page? Very cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably have to give it back to my mom. I told her I was just going to borrow it for the video. So I'll probably have to give it back to her for her little cookbook collection. Next, we have Ladies' Circle. Did that eventually become Women's Circle? What was that called? Is that right? Family Circle. Eventually, Women's Day. Family Circle, Women's Day. So this eventually came Family Circle? Question mark? I don't know. Obviously, it is looking like a December issue or a Christmas issue. In the beginning, it's just an ad to order the pot of gold rainbow plant for $1. Look at the little topiaries. Some pretty illustrations already. So let's see, in this issue, single copy was $1.25. Not seeing, oh my gosh, it's not nearly as old as I thought. 1977. Huh, that surprises me. Doesn't it look way older than 1977? I mean, it's still old, but I figured 60s, at least 60s. Even some colored, sort of colored images. They are quite faded. Here's some cactus. Ooh. Even though they're faded, they're still quite pretty. The darkness gives them a bit of a gothic look, which is perfect for this time of year, Halloween we're coming up on. I love these old ads. Only $2.97. What else are we going to learn? Oh, pelican topiaries. Aren't they fun? The early chia pets. Plant Lovers Library. Here's all the books they suggest you get. Beautiful illustrations. So pretty. If one decides to tear up the book, this would certainly be worth it. Some beautiful font. That's a pretty picture. It's just greens. But it sure is pretty. Water lilies, the ferns. Oh dear, pests. Oh dear, some tables. That's a fun illustration. Look at all the line work. Where to find miniature roses? At Walmart, of course. Another pretty border. Goes all around the page. Botanical gardens. How fun. Now, here's where it gets dicey. This is a little off the wall. So if you're hypersensitive, turn back now. You've been warned. Adventures for Men. Would you like to own your own bordello? So this was in an estate sale. A friend of mine's dad had a whole stack of these. And I said, can I have one of those? It's from 1967, I believe. I think that's the year. Maybe we'll find it. And if you ever wondered where men get their ideas, because their grandfathers and fathers were reading this crap. So here, take me home with you. The Chinese are raping their girl gorillas. Oh my God. Africa harem girls tossed out. And this one, there's pages coming out, and it is not aging nearly as well as the other. Oh, and this cover is taped on. Adventures for Men. No date on the spine. Again, just an ad in the beginning. 253 ways to win yourself a raise in pay. International correspondence schools. Get your degree at home. That was a big deal. Big scam, actually. All right. Oh, we gotta be careful. $1967. So we have a nearly naked lady on a table of contents. I guess I didn't have to look that hard. It's right there. 1967. This was always funny. Do people throw... The skinny guy on the beach always got sand thrown in his face, and so he would write for the Charles Atlas, I don't know, program, vitamins, whatever it was, and he'd get big and strong like Charles Atlas, and no one... He would be the hero of the beach instead of the guy who got sand thrown in his face. So even though it's risque, it's a beautiful illustration. Look at all the line work. I just think that's so cool. Whatever happened to sweet, virtuous little Nell? So I'd like to give this to my fellow men while I'm still able to help. And he's offering you a business proposition. Britain's nudist beaches, that's what she's all about. Buy wholesale, real sapphire ring, a calendar watch, a transistor tape recorder for $5.80, an 8mm movie camera. Oh dear, what is this? A compact car. What? Up to 60 miles per gallon, even at the freeway. Speed. Seats 4. Easy to park. It only has 2 wheels. Oh, maybe it has 3. I don't know. How would it even be street legal? Early mail scams. The Unplayable Lie. This is fiction. Would you like to take in $140 after dinner while still continuing your present job? So side hustles are nothing new. I love this. How to Train a Bride. If she's got talent in the boudoir or bedroom, watch out. She'll loosen the grip on your purse strings, something you'll regret the rest of your married life. Isn't that hilarious? How to Train a Bride. Okay, sure. Marriage is like mashed potatoes. She was a little tramp he slept with on their first date. His table manners made her sick to her stomach. So he proposed, and she accepted. Oh, dear. So, blonde in distress and not a man in sight. Red Rape of the Chinese Girl Gorillas. African harem beauties turned free. Trained only in the art of love, thousands of mistresses of the deposed African leaders are turned loose. What will happen to them? I feel like in the back of this magazine there's going to be an ad that says you could buy them, $5.99, whatever. More beautiful vintage illustration. The Nympho Doctor who bought a bordello. The Battle of the Big Brass Bungled. More interesting illustrations. Chastity belts. Haven't heard about those for a while. They have teeth. They have teeth on them. Sharp teeth. Sharp metal teeth, it looks like. Holy smokes. For all purposes, no entry. Holy smokes. I nailed the Nazis from a galloping goose. See, these headlines would not be approved of today. U.S. Navy blimp. Pretty cool. Oil tanker. Only 2 of the crew were saved. Oh, dear. If a girl's a tease, slap her face. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is written by a girl. Betsy Compton's Hints on Girl Handling. Slap her. Look at here. He's got his fist raised. Oh, he's just going to give it to her. Oh, what do you mean dinner's not ready? I need my drink and my meat and potatoes. Okay. Good luck, Pally. Lots of stuff you can buy. Expert dice. More side hustle gigs. All you can eat and drink for free. They'll jump till they die. Pioneer celestial space acrobats. We owe the development of the parachute as the life-saving device it is today, but someone had to invent it. Someone had to experiment with it. Some people probably died as a result of trying to save other people. But then look, there's a nice red cross. Anyway, it's filled with such little gems as we've covered. There's another one. Don't get sand thrown in your face. Larry Scott gained 14 pounds and gained all muscle. Went from skinny to ripped like our girl. And you can too. Here's the formula. Lots of vintage illustrations. Look at those shoes. Every time I move it, it falls more apart. Aren't they wonderful? Investigate accidents. You could be an ambulance chaser. U.S. government surplus stuff that you could buy. Oh, just all kinds of interesting stuff. 1967. Another side gig. Learning radio, television, electronics is fast and easy with this product. They don't ever give price. Oh, here. Be your own boss in your own radio TV business, or make $3 to $5 an hour fixing sets in your spare time. I thought it was price of the education, but that's not in here. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Anyway, from oh how cool to oh my god. Do you see? Happy Flip Through Friday. Something a little different, just for fun. If you find something like this and it's too racy for you, there's beautiful illustrations in there of old shoes and vintage cars and vintage technology. It doesn't, ignore the nudie stuff. This is interesting. I wonder if a worm or something ate it. What would that? It's through every page. How bizarre. Never noticed that. Lots of fun illustrations. Great fonts and phrases. Money. I mean, there's all kinds of things in here that you could harvest without getting triggered or offended by the bullshit that's in here. Get a good laugh out of it. I think it's hilarious, and it explains a lot about how men think. If this is the crap they were reading, well, now I understand why you're an idiot. If your dad or grandpa was reading that, and he raised sons and they raised sons, how are they going to know any better? I appreciate your time. I can't wait to come back and show you some of my fall projects. I am very excited to be doing fall projects right in season. Almost on time. Other Flip Through Fridays, as I said, Christina Shack has one out this morning, so I'll link hers below. She's got 2 new journals she's showing off, and sometimes Doki Doki Forest does one. Janet Nash sometimes does it. Sue Fichter has several flip-throughs. I don't know if they're official flip-through Fridays or not, but she's got a lot out there too. Also, another one you might want to look into is, I think it's Journal Journey 51. Very similar to Sue Fichter's style, but she has some beautiful travel journals that she's done, and she does different styles of journals, and she talks about what she likes and what she doesn't like, and got a lot out of the videos. And oh, by the way, gorgeous penmanship. Something else to aspire to. You have a lovely, lovely crafty day. Go love up your beastlies. Ma take at the lake. Out for now.